Hey, buddy. Buddy. You got it on Fox? Pause the TV and come here. Don't come on camera if you don't want to. Damn. It was actually kind of funny. Actually, I'll come to you. Wait here. Here's what I say. I'm ready enough for the computer and watch Fox. Here's what the two sloth and one record came in. They're asking about totem video. I don't know which channel this is. Two sloth gave me. And then the microphone, there's no sound. I took the cord. I don't think it's the microphone. I think the cord is shit. So I plug the microphone into. I unplugged the external SSD drive. Plug it into C. And I plug that in like is solid now. Right? We start the goddamn stream. So do you want to leave this on? Or do you rewind back? Why don't you come over to watch this video? And if it's not there, who cares? If you draw some cool reaction. You don't have to be on camera if you don't want to. You want to sit just off? I'll take the camera down again. Because why don't we both watch it? Yeah, so we're going to watch Totem's video. Wait here, let me move the camera so you're not seen. Let me move the camera so my brother's going to join me, but he's camera shy. It's a calling, I feel. I probably shouldn't put myself on camera, but it feels like the right thing to do. This is my parents' my parents' home, my parents' house. I'll tell you all about it sometime. Buddy, I still got to do that video about, the police and my hand and that lifeguard girl. I haven't gotten around to that, but you can tell these kids it's real. Anyway, so I forget what's happening. Maybe someone here can give the backstory. Look at that vaulted ceiling. Yeah, this is my parents'. It's a rental house. Let's explain to you later. This is all like a whole other side thing, but I got to move the camera because my brother. Yeah, this is a giant room. The garage. It's the garage is kind of there. This house is redone. 30 years. This house is 30 years old now, I think. The landlord hasn't done anything to it. This was sort of a makeshift fake room that my father created. It's a long, long story. I'd love to tell you all about it. I'll take on a house tour for all I care. I still got to make the video about my hand and the lifeguard girl and the police and my fucking parents and my fucking sister. I want to do that for anyone who cares. I was showing them, but my brother's right here. He doesn't like being on camera. The problem is not the microphone. The problem was this cord, this C cord. I think it's just turning to shit now. So I think this C cord, all it takes is a little jiggle and this gets corrupted and it won't, connect. And once that happens, it kills all the sound. So even if I plugged in the mic with a different C cord, it's solid blue now. It's solid blue. The microphone's working, but when I plugged it back in, the computer recognized it. It said the microphone was plugged in, but the YouTube stream, if anyone knows anything about this, tell me, because I can't be the first person who's had this problem. You're saying if you got a bad connection and the mic drops and you get it back in, even if the computer recognizes it, the YouTube stream can't recognize a mic midstream. You've got to start again, I guess. I can't be right. I'm probably doing something wrong, but who cares? Anyway, Lone Hiker, can you tell my brother's right here. He doesn't want to be on camera. He's right there. He doesn't want to be on camera, but can you tell? Because I just sort of half watched something about the Totem made a video about. Oh shit! I got to bookmark it. Where was that? Damn it! I don't wait. Maybe it's in history. How am I going to find the channel? Live streaming. I can't. Oh, here we go. Here it is. I should bookmark this channel. Okay. Good. Tulu Sloth was kind enough to give me the link to the channel for what's this asshole's name? Totem, who is one of the mods in Dumb's little thing here. This C cord is much shorter. It's designed to go with a external hard drive that doesn't go too far, so I can't move the mic too much. We're gonna get a new C. We have a new C upstairs. I don't know. Lone Hiker, look, man, I'm gonna go watch TV unless you start talking here or start typing. Yes, nice vaulted ceiling. We'll talk about it. What happened exactly? That was my break. What is this drama? I want to know. I'll watch the damn video, but Totem made a parody video of Vegan Doll's opinion on the situation. What is the situation? So this is a parody video. It's not really Vegan Dolls. It's all just fantasy, but it apparently offended Dumb and what's his name? That Australian guy destroyed by Foyds. It is interesting drama. It's nice to see the drama and not be part of it. Just to step aside and say, oh, good, other people. Because I have my own drama in life, real life drama with police, and I'm fine for now. Police and a lifeguard chick, pretty. I record. You can see her in a bikini, very nice. But I got my own shit to talk about. But okay, let's react to this. The meeting of Dumb and Don. Okay, well that never happened. It will probably never happen. So okay, so Totem made a silly video about what a fictitious meeting between Donna and Dumb, which hasn't even happened yet in real life, or they're talking about an online meeting. I don't get it. How many times I'm going to meet this asshole? I think you just drive to Waynesboro and say, listen, man, I want to see your fucking living room. Show me your fucking DVDs. I'm getting tired of this. You know, you think I'm going to spurg out, but you're getting all upset because someone made a video you don't like, or watch the video. But the meeting of Dumb and Donna, they never met. All right, let's watch the damn video. But if you look here, buddy, it looks like this totem guy has made quite a number of videos about Dumb. So, okay. Someone's got a secret admirer, you know. Wait, why is the sound off? Let's refresh this. Christ, why is it muted?
Like literally right now, I don't know anything about Donnie, to be honest. I think he is insufferable. It's the same who's sitting here crying, downtrodden 50 times in a row. He will sabotage himself 100%. I can't imagine he's any good. All the other incels have arranged for him to this good sad. Tom seems timid. Maybe he will prove us all wrong, but I don't think so. The fact that he said otherwise is proof he'll manifest his own failure. Words are spells. If he believed it would work, it would, but his insecurity will make him act like an asshole. Does she live with kids? Oh yeah. Will she be insane to let him live with her? Does anyone actually think it's reasonable to have him cohabitate with a teen girl? Get fucking real. He's not a kid. A teen girl isn't a child, Penny Pennyford. 5 days will be plenty long for her to get sick of him. If they don't have sex while he's there, it's over. And if they do, it's over. I'm honestly still in shock that he is going there first I heard of it. Like, literally right now, I don't know anything about Don, to be honest. I think he is insufferable. It's the same thing who's sitting carefree on would be crying, downtrodden 50 times.
I think I understand it now. Okay, I think I understand. I don't think this is meant to be hateful. I think this is more of a criticism of Vegan Dolls than anything else. Vegan Dolls is a bitch. I think that's what this is. I don't know why Dumb's so upset. I think this is what did Vegan Dolls actually say this, or is this the kind of thing she would say? Because this sounds like the thing something that Cunt would say. I don't care about these e-girls. I don't know who Donna is really. I know of her. I know of the Jolin or whatever. I know of them. Vegan Dolls, I can't stand. I think I've told you. I mean, she was such a bitch when we were on Todd's stream a year ago. She was such a cunt in the chat room. And I understand what her appeal is. She's a post-well roasty. She's my age, nothing great. And that sounds like something she would say. Even if she didn't say it, that sounds like something she'd say. Who cares what Vegan Dolls thinks? I don't think this was meant to be hurtful. I don't understand. Oh, she put that in chat. So he's okay. So what? Dumb is upset that Totem is airing the dirty laundry from chat. That's kind of odd because if you're gonna make yourself public and put yourself on the air, I mean, I don't think. Did Totem explain his motive, like what his? Because this doesn't seem. This seems more of a dig at Vegan Dolls, who I can't stand anyway. So sounds like something that bitch would say. Dumb's gonna meet Donna. Ew. She has a teenage daughter. Dumb's gonna molest. This sounds like something she'd say. She's a cunt. It's very typical. I mean, it sounds like what she would say. So that doesn't surprise me. What was Totem trying to be an asshole, or do you think what Dumb is just that came from DVS? Okay, so he took Vegan Dolls' chat from Destroyed by Foyd's stream and made that little AI voice video. Okay. I'm glad he did that. Dumb should be aware of who and what Vegan Dolls really is. Because Dumb will probably, if Vegan Dolls said, "Hi, Dumb, I like you. You can be my third husband," he'd probably fall for that too. So yeah, maybe Totem did Dumb a favor, is what it seems like. I'm not laughing at Dumb. It just seems like that wasn't some horrible video. What do you think, buddy? Let my brother chime in. Come close to the mic because I can't pull this forward. Because come over.
Let me think a little more.
Oh, okay, fine. I'm not. My brother always criticizes me. He says, "Oh, you're always trying to tell me what to say, what to think." But when he and I are alone, he makes some brilliant points. And later on, I'm like, "Why didn't you mention this? Why didn't you mention that?" And he's like, "Well, I didn't think of it in the moment." So, all right, you think about it. We can watch the video again. What do you think, Lone Hiker? Why don't you share your thoughts, and then my brother can think of what his opinion is. To me, it just seems like Vegan Dolls said it. I'm not surprised. I don't really want to talk about Vegan Dolls. Dumb's upset that Totem put it out there. It doesn't seem like. Wait, there's only, according to this, there's only one person watching. So I guess Lone Hiker went out. Now Cthulhu Sloth is in. Oh, there's two now. Okay. We're back. Oh, yes, we're back. I watched the video. My brother's here with me. I'm not going to put him on camera because he doesn't like being on camera. I watched the video that, if I understand correctly, Cthulhu Sloth. This is funny, this E-drama, but why not? I'm just an outside observer. These are names we've seen in Dumb's little clubhouse. All right. So what I was saying, I don't repeat myself. I can't stand vegan dolls. My brother and I appeared on a Todd stream, and she was just such a bitch in the chat there. And I remember thinking, "F you." And I think I went to her. I think did we try to explain ourselves to her, and she banned us? I can't remember. Maybe it was someone else. Point is, I can't stand vegan dolls. Have no love for her. I don't understand what all the obsession is. That one kid Willem, oh, vegan dolls, my mommy. So it sounds like something vegan dolls would say. None of that surprises me. What is the drama about? The fact that Totem put it up in a video? Because I think Totem was trying to warn Dumb. See Dumb. Like I was saying, let's say vegan dolls herself said, "Dumb, I changed my mind. I think you're great. You can be my third husband." He'd fall for it. He would move to, where does she live? Montana, wherever the fuck she lives. So it's like, it's a good warning to remind Dumb, who seems to be very hopelessly romantic. Yeah, I don't know much about her either. That I was talking to Todd. We had a nice moment. Some people call this feds, no big deal. What'd she say? "Oh, these guys suck. They have terrible energy. Stay away from them. They're going to bring you down." I'm like, mind your business, you stupid bitch. So the one e-girl who I've crossed who I can't stand is vegan fucking dolls. She go fuck herself. And she's not like she's Pamela Anderson in her prime. She's just some she's like my age. She's in her 40s. But yeah, but that's not the point. The point is the video itself doesn't seem like, I don't understand what's Dumb so upset about. Is he still on? I should bookmark this channel because I'll forget it. Actually, how do I go to? I actually do agree with vegan dolls on one thing. I'm surprised Dumb's actually going to go there. I would say, Donna, you love me so much, you come to me. Prove to me you really want me. Come visit me in America. If that works out, I'll come visit you in Australia. What does Dumb do? And I'm not knocking Dumb. This is my career. I'm in love with Donna. I'm going to move to Australia. How do I get a truck driving job in a foreign country where they're driving the wrong side? It's like, Dumb, come on, man. Dumb should be a bit more assertive, as corny as that sounds. Say, listen, Donna, if you like me and I like you, come see me. Hell, I'll pay for half your airfare. You prove it to me. You come to fucking Pennsylvania, see me. Then I'll go to your country and see you, and we'll go from there. So I actually agree with vegan dolls on that. Like, Dumb, you're going to Australia for some chick you've never met. It's like, what the fucking bullshit. And I love Dumb. I mean, I'm glad I think he's done a good service for a community, creating a clubhouse, but they have nothing much to say, it seems. Oh, well. How do where is it? I want to see, where's the name Totem? Oh, here it is. There it is. Shit. Let's look. This is Totem's channel. Okay, good. This is Totem's channel. Let's bookmark this for later. I'll bookmark it here. Totem YouTube. That's fine. Okay. So I got his channel bookmarked because, who are the people we watch? Let's see. We watch Todd because I admire his lifestyle. I found Dumb through Todd, liked him. Never cared for McHenry Cruiser.
Dragon Lord Frodo.
Dragon Lord Frodo. I do like, I'm turning into him. My life is becoming like Dragon Lord Frodo's. But a lot of these people, like I see them in these chats, but I don't even know if like Lone Hiker, you don't have any content, and that's cool. But like, as for all I know, Totem is just I didn't know Totem had all this content. I don't watch these people. Well, I think vegan dolls is just some chick who gets to live in a very privileged world, privileged white female who gets to play all kinds of silly games and doesn't have to take any responsibility, and probably has a husband paying her way for her, so she can be kind of like, what's her name? Stevie Nicks. I'm a witch. Ooh, I'll cast a spell. You guys did. I don't know about. I think Lone Hiker saw it. Did Cthulhu Sloth see my my hamburger meat hand? You can go back and watch it because I'm not going to do that again. Yeah, GS3 always says she put a spell. Okay. And some of these people strike me as I'm a weirdo, but there are different kinds of weirdos. I am a weirdo, no question, but I'm not these kinds of weirdos. Like, she's my mommy. She put a spell on me. Oh no, it's occupational click. He's gonna ask Todd about grandma again. It's like, buddy, you said, who are these? Like, what do these kids see in Dumb? I know what I see in Dumb. I see a guy my age, my background, my part of the country, who came to the same terms I did. Realize, holy shit, our baby boomer asshole parents lied to us. Man, this sucks. And other people see other things in him, obviously, but I'm not on the same level or the same. I'm not gelling with guys like Penny Pounder or Grotesque Subhuman 3. None of these people I really, or even Willem. Willem's a nice kid, but she can be my mommy. It's okay. Can't stand vegan dolls, but she's right. Why is Dumb going to Australia? I'm surprised. You can tell Dumb all this. Dumb's never going to watch this. He doesn't watch my shit, so I'm not worried. But yeah, I can tell him. It's like, Dumb. I'm tempted to call him, but he probably won't answer. The only time I ever called Dumb is when he's on the air, and he's probably not going to answer. But I could. I'll start singing "Carefree Highway" to him. Yeah, it's like a clubhouse. Dumb. It's like a clubhouse in a way. And there was the old Dumb, the drunk Dumb crying in his beer, which I loved. I love that. That's the Dumb I identified with. And now Dumb has evolved into this like Dumb 2.0, Clubhouse Dumb. I go to Dumb's channel more for the Clubhouse. Every now and then, Dumb streaming. I got a moment. Okay, let me say hi. I always say hi to you guys. Cthulhu Sloth, Lone Hiker. You're the top two I talk to. I'm not just saying that because you're here. Who else did I say hi to?
Beppis.
Oh, Beppis, but Beppis has gone a little weird. I haven't heard from Beppis in a while, so who knows about Beppis? But yeah, Beppis was okay.
Kevin Mebanks.
Oh, Mebanks. Yes. Hiker, Sloth, and Mebanks. The three of you guys seem cool. What? She's not my mommy. Quite the opposite. Beppis is just someone who seems obsessed with. I think I told you guys this. Her favorite genre is white American middle-aged losers. That's what she wants to watch all the time for some reason. She's not attracted to any of us. But Beppis is more than willing to stay here and talk and say hi and ask questions. But I'll never say, Mommy Beppis, oh, Beppis. Yeah, Christ. I mean, it's like, did Dumb learn nothing from his experience? Apparently not. Oh, what do you mean by that? Off-grid live, right. Which one is that again? I was thinking Hell by the Dashboard. Off-grid, which one was off-grid? Oh, that's that asshole. That one, I think he banned me once. I can't remember. Which one's off-grid? I think I can picture him. He streams, right? Yeah. He's like an easy go. Yeah, I know off-grid. Okay. Well, didn't off-grid, wasn't he the one who allegedly did something silly? Like he pretended to be a woman. He trolled Dumb being a woman. And then Dumb turned around and made him a mod. And I said, Dumb, I don't believe in mods. I don't want to be a mod. Dumb goes, good. I'd never make you a mod, Occupation Click. I said, that's fine. But why are you making someone like that a mod? Oh, he's such a nice guy. We text back and forth. Dumb is very much like a sucker in a way.
Totem a mod for a spell?
That's right. Totem was a mod too, right? Yeah. So I don't know why Dumb, Dumb doesn't know how to pick his friends and enemies. Is he still streaming? Where's Depressed Dumb? Is he still streaming? I'd love to, I would love to go on the air with Dumb, but he might not take my call. This is kind of fun. It's nice. I was telling these people, this is like catharsis. I was feeling nervous and anxious about the future. It's nice, even though I probably shouldn't put my face online, it's nice to talk to, even if no one's listening, it's nice to talk to someone, He even attacked Dumb's image and considered influencing Donna against him. That bothered me. Okay, but again, why would these people be mods? Why? Dumb needs to choose his friends wisely. Dumb seems to think I'm his enemy. It's like, dude, I'm probably one of the few people here who actually understands what you're going through, and you don't know how to pick and choose. Oh no, occupational clicks here. So how do you guys feel about the way Dumb treats me? We get along, but he seems to get me wrong. He thinks I'm what? Some of his spurg out in his living room. I'm like, Dumb, do you not get who I am, who and what I am? But I like to vape. I used to smoke cigarettes. I've been dying for real cigarettes. It's been like 10 years. I've been thinking about a real cigarette, but I don't want to go down that road again. I've really been thinking about getting a cigarette, but no, it's been 10 years of vaping. All right. What is this asshole? Oh, wait. Is he no longer? He's still alive, yeah. But I really don't want to bother him. He's just going, what is that? So he's just rambling on about whatever, as he tends to do. I thought I had two more gloves, but I only had one. This is my last glove, apparently. I've gone through three already.
Gotta go buy some more, I guess.
Maybe start letting the skin breathe. What do these guys think? Who the hell knows? Let's see here. What are we talking about? It's actually kind of cool. It's like they're talking amongst themselves. It's like that's the first time I think we ever had that, where they talk amongst themselves. That's cool.
That's nice.
I'm going to shave eccentrically. I'm going to put on my monk costume, my old Halloween monk costume, be like a monk, and buzz this off, and then get a haircut. Yeah, I like Dumb, but in a way he deserves this crap because he doesn't seem to know how to pick and choose. Like, I'm not going to say anymore. Dumb doesn't trust me for some reason. It's like, you don't have to trust me, but I'm not the one who's. It's like he falls in love with these people. Hey, you can be a mod. You can be a mod. I love you guys. We have nice little chats back and forth. Now you've hurt my feelings. Oh no. Meanwhile, hi, it's me, Occupational Click. Oh no, Click is here. Click's a weirdo. He's gonna spurg out. Oh, Click. Dumb will see this and he'll be all insulted. Like, Click made fun of me. No, it's how he comes across. It's like, dude, I'm not your enemy. Sorry if I called him once when I was drunk or something and pissed him off, but it's like this buddy getting tired of this. It's time to say goodbye to our friends here. Which one? Let's go over here. And tell it's him by the way he types. Occupational spurg. Yes, that's me. I'm a spurg. I've been very honest about who and what I am. I'm not coming along saying, "Hi, Dom. Let's be friends. You're so nice. Let's be lovey-dovey." And then, I made a video. No, I'm very straightforward. What I was saying with that video, I don't know what Totem's motivations are. The video itself didn't seem bad. Yes, Vegan Dolls is a cunt, but we know that. We should know that. And it seems like something Vegan Dolls would say. Why is Dumb upset? Because Totem's aim is to I don't understand what Dumb's upset about. He didn't like the video because what? If I were Totem, I would say, no, Dumb, I'm trying to point out, you can't trust some of these people before you fall in love with Vegan Dolls. This is the reality, dum-dum. Wake up, dum-dum. I say that lovingly, dum-dum. So, I don't know what Totem's motivation was, but the video doesn't seem like end of the world to me.
What do they think of the video?
Yeah, I would call this asshole, but I don't think he's going to answer the phone. Do you have my phone? What the? I'll call him. Okay, guys, I'm going to call Dumb. He's probably not going to answer. I even put in the chat here. Unless you don't want me to. If I can call Dumb real quick, he doesn't have to answer. I'm going to call Dumb if he'll talk to me for a moment. If not, that's cool. Put me on the air. By all means, I'm not calling Dumb to be lovey-dovey. He's not going to answer. You're right. But here, let's try it anyway. Let's see what he says here. What the hell? I'll leave a message.
His phone's in his hand.
Let's see what happens. Who cares? Doesn't matter. It's like if he doesn't answer, who gives? They don't want to talk. You were right. It's like, all right, let's have some fun here. Spurg out! Wait. No.
Press 3 to get message erase. At the tone, please re-record your message. At the end of your message,
It's hard to do things with a fucking glove. Spurg out, dumb, I'm going to spurg out. No, I'm just joking. This is Occupational Click. A couple of your buddies wanted me to call you. So I just wanted to see if you're doing all right. I was trying to be nice, make a nice gesture. You don't have to call me. I was trying to be nice. Oh, yeah, I want to sing. I want to sing for Dumb real quick because they asked me to sing for you. As I go searching through the pages of my sleep-shattered dreams, wonder how the old folks. All right, Carefree Highway. All right, sorry, Dumb. Hope you're feeling better. I just want to be polite and cheer you up. And, well, you probably don't want to talk to me because I'm that crazy occupational spurg. Here, is that a nice love letter? A nice love letter for Dumb. Yeah, this is kind of fun. What the hell? We have no social connections anyway. This is nice to talk to some other people out there in the ether every now and then. Carefree highway, let me slip away on you. As a kid, I thought he was singing every highway, but it's carefree. Jesus Christ, this is gonna be fun. Hello, can I help you? Hello.
Occupational Click.
Oh, no, I left you a message. I was just joking around. I didn't want to bother you, but I don't know if they want to be named or not. I'm doing a little silly side stream here. And a couple of people said, oh, maybe you should talk to, well, I got the impression it would be a good thing to call and say, hope you're doing okay. I'm trying to be nice and polite. You were upset and they were asking, oh, how do you think Dumb's feeling? And I said, well, I'm out of the loop, man. I got to work all the time, but I hope you're feeling okay. I wanted to just say, I think I called you once drunk and probably came across as a needy spurg. So I'm trying to put right what once went wrong. And I'm trying to say I'm awake and sober, and I just hope you're doing okay because it sounds like you've got some drama in your life. I've got my own drama to talk about sometime, but how are you, Dumb?
Yeah, I'm good. Yeah, son of a bitch myself.
No, that's okay. I wanted to sing for you real quick. If you let me sing for you. Can I sing?
Alright.
Searching through the pages of my dream-shattered sleep, wonder how the old folks are tonight. Her name was Anne, and I'm just joking around. Carefree highway. It's like dumb. I don't know what the big deal is. I don't think that totem guy, I don't know what his motivations are. That video didn't seem too horrible. It seemed like typical vegan dolls to me. She's a bitch. I can't stand her. But what are you upset over? I don't think he meant any harm. What?
Someone put his words in her mouth, and he's trying to make me look bad.
Oh, she didn't actually say those things. Okay, why? What?
Well, computer voice.
Well, it's a computer voice. What I was told, I'm not going to name names, and I don't know what to believe. I don't care. I was told that she said those things in the chat in someone else's stream, and that they were true. But maybe it's all made up. If it's all made up, then I'm sorry. I don't know what. What's that? What?
I didn't know that's what happened. So she said these things in the chat, and then he transcribed that onto a video.
Well, again, I know nothing. I wasn't there. I'm just sort of the outside observer. What I was told, I'm not going to name names. I'm not going to name names. The person who told me this can tell you, man, this is such drama, such drama. The person who told me this can tell you, dumb.
Old hag, as Todd always said, and she has a fucking. I bet she has 16 fucking STDs, and her pussy's all stretched out. She's got the tramp stamp on the back of her back.
Yes, but okay.
And, yeah, she can stay there in New Mexico and get off the internet and go suck her husband's dick because we don't need her around here. So
yeah, like I said, dumb. I can't stand. I have no love for vegan dolls. I remember my brother and I appeared on Todd's stream a year ago. People called us feds, no big deal. It was vegan dolls who said these guys are terrible. They're fucking up the energy, man. I'm like, fuck you, you bitch. I can't stand vegan dolls. But that's not the point, dumb. My concern is for you. If let's say for instance, vegan dolls called you up and said, hey, dumb, I decided I'm in love with you. You can be my fourth husband. Want to move to New Mexico? Next thing we know, you'd be on streaming saying, I'm not going to Australia. I'm going to New Mexico. I can get a truck driving job. Me and vegan dolls are going to disprove the black belt. Sounds like dumb. You got to stop playing these silly games. We love you, man, but come on.
she's a terrible person. Why would I do that? Donna's not vegan dolls.
I understand, but you seem to fall in love too easily with that's not an attack on you, dumb. That's a concern as someone who's concerned about your well-being. Man, please be cautious.
It's all fine. Don't worry about it. It's all good. I'm gonna go over there. We're gonna have a good time. We're gonna get married. You'll see.
Well, no, I see. Some people, again, I'm not going to name names. A couple people asked me, "Hey, occupational click, what do you think?" And I said, "Well, if I were dumb, I would say, Donna, why don't you come to me? You come visit me in Pennsylvania. Maybe I'll even pay half your airfare. You prove you'd come to me, and then maybe I'll come visit your country. Before we talk about moving or falling in love and marrying, why don't you come to me first, bitch?" That's what I would tell her. What?
Why does she have to come here? She got kids and she's got shit. I got nothing going on. Why does she have to come here?
Well, okay, maybe I'm wrong. I would say, prove yourself. You really want to, be with me? Come visit me in PA. Make it work. How old are her kids? Are her kids adults? I mean, she's pretty old, isn't she?
But she's paying for 5 nights of my accommodations.
That changes everything. If she's actually paying your way, then okay, go visit her, get a free trip to Australia, but don't hope for the world there.
Well, from the outside looking in, I can see how it looks, but thank you for the concern, but it's fine. I'm a big boy.
I'm not concerned. Others are concerned about you, and they said, "Hey, OC, you're like a super duper spurg. Maybe you can talk some sense into dumb."
I don't think they are concerned.
Oh, you don't think so? Oh, well, I'm concerned. You should know sincerely, I'm concerned. You might not like my criticisms of you, man, but what?
What's the worst that can happen? I get it. I'm going out to Australia. I'm meeting up with a beautiful woman. If she did flake, which she's not going to, but if she did, then I would just visit Australia and have a fun time for 5 days.
That makes perfect sense. Hey, if she's paying for it, or paying your airfare, or whatever, I take it. I didn't know all that. Dumb. You gotta do one of those things again, man. You know when you went to go see Todd, you mentioned it in the stream. You gotta actually make a little 45, a short video, a 10-minute video saying, "Okay, guys, I'm going to Australia on these dates because Donna is paying the way for me." Yeah, because dude, I'm not watching your streams 9 hours a day, so I have no idea what's going on in your life. We happen to cross paths tonight because I'm off and you're off, so I have no idea what's going on. It's all news to me. Last thing I knew, you were going to go see Todd, and now you're going to Australia, which is cool. But
we had a good time together. We're friends now. He sent me some popcorn and some Jello. I'm going to make Jello on a stream one day.
Well, Dom, let me ask you this: when are you going to Australia? When are these 4 days, 5 nights, or whatever?
September 16th, I'm flying out there. I will be there on September 18th, Australian time. It's like a 24-hour flight. Well, not exactly 24, but by the time you get the delays in there and stuff like that, it's almost 24.
Cool.
So,
No, that's all. See, that's all. I didn't hear all the thing. Okay, so if she's paying, she's paying all of it, or she's just paying your airfare, or she's paying the hotel, or what she's paying for?
Paying the accommodations, and I'm paying the airfare.
Oh, by all means, go ahead, get a free trip to Australia, or a cheap trip to Australia. That's totally different. I didn't know the backstory. But listen, man, I know you think I'm a crazy, fucked up spurg, and I am. But I'd love to meet you halfway. 2 hours. You and I are about 4 hours apart. We can meet up somewhere. Reading, is that too out of range for you? How's Reading, PA, for you? Reading, too far?
Yeah, Reading would be good.
Yeah, or if not Reading, I mean, I could push on to York. You're closer to York. I'm closer to Reading. Ephrata is that midway. When you get back, I'd love to see you late September, early October, before it gets too cold. I don't want to do this in wintertime, but I'd love to see you sometime.
I try to visit my parents over there. They live close to York. Every once or a few times a month, I try to get over there. So, from their house to Reading isn't too far. So, that'd be fine.
Okay, yeah, either Reading or actually the halfway point would be Ephrata, the town of Ephrata, which it's kind of small. Reading's actually a decent sized town. So, yeah, let me know sometime late September or October. We'll meet up. You can tell me about your trip to Australia if you're willing. If not, well, forget it. But I think meeting someone in person is different than over the internet here. So I'd love to meet you one of these days and say, how was Australia? How's life? Nice tan you got there, and just see you once if you're willing.
Yeah, sure.
All right, Dom, it was nice to talk to you. I'm going to keep you. If there's anything else you want to share, go ahead. Nice to talk to you, and hope you have a nice trip.
Yeah, me too. Thanks, man.
All right. Good night. Okay, got rid of him. I would go see him, but it probably won't happen. I ain't mad at you. Yeah, that's a good point, Lone Hiker. I don't want to name names. See, I'm not pointing fingers. You can tell them. Yeah, if the stream is still up, why don't you just, But it seems like Dumb didn't know that. He thought that it was all made up, but apparently you Lone Hiker, are saying it's real. So this is where communication breaks down. I'm saying, listen, I don't know what went on. All I was told is that Vegan Dolls actually said it. I don't know if that's true or not, but I can picture Vegan Dolls saying that. We really don't dedicated too much time to Vegan Dolls. You saw my hand, the hamburger meat. What do you guys think? Wait, giving you the reference. I'll go see it later. What is it? It's DBF's latest stream. What's his name? Cthulhu Sloth. Oh, he's gone. I'd ask him for a link. He seems to have all these people bookmarked or whatever. Should we watch some TV? Oh, what do you think about all this, buddy? You got something to say?
Not currently.
This is the hand I'll never curl the finger again. It's this one. This is the one I burned with bacon grease. Yeah, I'll check that out, Lone Hiker. If you paste the, I can just look him up. Destroy, whatever he calls himself now. Destroy. I don't know. Yes, she is. Yeah, but it's like Dumb really needs people who tell him this, and he can't figure this out for himself. Okay, that's great. I really don't care about Vegan Dolls. I understand why Dumb's all upset. He was upset at the video that Totem posted because he believed that Totem just made that all up. Is that the gist of this? Did no one else why did Occupational Click have to get involved? No one could tell Dumb, hey Dumb, Totem didn't just make that shit up. She actually said it. Here's the link for you. No one else could do that because you guys know what's going on. I'm just like, I got to be with the outside grown up. But I understand, some of these people, they're kind of like you, kind of like my brother. They're camera shy. I get it. So I guess I can at least put myself out there and not give a shit who, whatever. I probably should give a shit because I still have to wage slave, and God forbid a boss finds this and thinks you're a fucking weirdo, you're fired. But did you think I was making fun of him when I sang Carefree Highway, Carefree Highway, let me slip away on you. Doodle 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 doo, doodle doo. I don't even know who's here anymore. Who cares? We'll end this in a minute. Now I'm gonna go watch some TV. Maybe have a beer. I think we're long overdue for a beer.
Yes.
You gotta get up early tomorrow, right?
Yeah.
I'm getting up. I'm going regular time afternoon. I asked us, do you want me to come in early? No, we're good because they hired this new guy. He's kind of a screwball, but because the rock star's not back yet, I'm just like, whatever. I'm like, whatever. It's like, they work me like a dog when I need to be doing the parental project. Now the parentals are gone, and now they don't need me to work it. I'm like, what the fuck is this? I'll fucking call out, take it off, cut the grass, and get some clerical done. It's pissing me off. Oh my god, half an hour of this bullshit. But like the micro cassette, I could just ramble and ramble and ramble into this cassette. And mentally, it felt different than, you might say, well, what's the difference between just talking to yourself at a wall in private? When you have a tape, you feel like it's like, okay, it's a record. I'm not just babbling. Same thing with this. Even if no one watches, even if no one listens to those micro cassette tapes, you know what I'm trying to say, buddy? It feels like this is more official. It's proper. It's not just me talking to thin air. There's like something, like the micro cassette and YouTube is kind of like a security blanket or a justification or whatever. Oh, it says DBF keeps saying Dumb accused him of being delusional, of Leisha and Donna actually wanted him and he resents that. Okay. Well, I will have to. Well, we need Christ. Christ himself has to get involved. You got to get Mr. Grotesque Subhuman to come, the real Grotesque Subhuman, and get his disciples back in line. I can't work miracles. Only one man can do that. That's funny. That's so much. I say in dump chat, like, I'm not a miracle worker. There's only one Christ. Get him to fix this problem. And actually, truthfully, Christ, our Lord and Savior, Todd Thundercock, would probably say exactly what I said, but it would mean something coming from him as opposed to coming from me. Because I'm just some crazy spurg who's going to go nuts in the living room. DBF is asking for an apology. Yeah. I agree. DBF is asking for an apology. Like, for an apology for what exactly? What did Dom said something bad? Like,
Dumb accused him of being delusional.
Well, why did Dumb do that is my question. I'm not taking sides. I'm being neutral because I wasn't there. Why did Dumb accuse Destroyed by Foids of being delusional? Like what's the backstory? And of course, I'll have to go check the tapes to prove for myself. But okay, maybe Dumb did say that. Maybe Dumb didn't. Maybe DBF misinterpreted, just like Dumb misinterpreted. Maybe there was a reason for it. So why did Dumb call, if it happened, why did Dumb call DBF delusional? Well, I mean, if she's willing to pay, if it's true that she's paying what his hotel stay, then I wouldn't claim her as mine, but I'd say, well, DBF, you can get in a car and drive to go see her, but she's actually paying for me to come to Australia. So, but then again, why doesn't he go stay with her? Why is he going to a hotel? I mean, I'd rather stay in a hotel than stay with this woman and her kids, but still, shouldn't she say, Dumb, my house is your house? Let me try to do an Australian accent. Crikey, mate. Me house is your house. You can see a wallaby from the backyard. Do an Australian. You're better than I am, buddy. Do your Australian accent. I'm not even drunk yet. I'm just tired. But crikey. Hey, you don't like talking to. Looks like a wallaby. Probably just a dingo. How to speak Australian. Steak. Ding. Salad. Big steak. Little garnish on it. Salad.
Foster's Australian for beer.
Foster's Australian for beer. I'm trying to crack. What is crack? You call that a knife? No, this is a knife.
She wouldn't let some strange guy stay with her kids, so he has to stay in a hotel.
No, she's paying for the hotel. He gets a free trip to Australia.
He has to pay for the airfare.
He gets a discounted trip to Australia. At least he's not paying for the whole thing. If he were paying for the whole thing, I'd say, Dumb, you're a fucking moron. At least the bitch is paying for some of it. So. Good. Yeah, I'd go to Australia if some bitch said, listen, I'll pay half or I'll pay for your hotel room. Okay, then what the hell do I want to save up and pay for the airfare? I got a place to stay. That's awesome. But then again, what if she does something funny and like cancels the reservation? You get there, there's no place to stay. If she did that, I would turn around and come home. Well, I guess I have to pay for hotel room, put on a credit card. Well, DBF is actually older than Dumb by a few years, so DBF should be more of the grown-up here. See, these people are all mentally ill in their own way, but I was doing Australian. I'm having fun now. This is okay. This is catharsis. I'm doing an Australian accent. Let's do some Australian. Let's sing a song. Because I was like, what's her name? Meryl Bainbridge.
Would it be my fault if I could turn you on? Would it be so bad if I could turn you on? When I kiss your mouth, I wanna taste it. Turn me upside down, don't wanna waste it. When I kiss you, I guess these guys are our age when we were teenagers. Remember that? She was Australian. What's her name? Merle Bainbridge. When I kiss your mouth, I want to taste it. Turn you upside down, don't want to waste it. Good song, and I know where they go. When I kiss your salty lips. These people don't seem to have much of a sense of humor. Well, maybe it's not funny. All three people watching me, I think a Cthulhu Sloth is probably doing multiple things. There's a Brazilian dude here. Yeah, Trap Mass Replica. Trap Mass Replica. What was that nonsense? That silly comment. It was actually kind of funny. Your English is good enough that you can actually do improper English because you know the language proper well enough. That was impressive. We have 4 people watching. What are they watching? There's nothing to watch here. Be famous, but for me, I'll be famous on TV. But for would it be my fault if I could turn on? Would it be so bad if I could turn you on? When I kiss, it's hard to type with the glove. When I kiss your mouth, I want to taste it. Turn you upside down, don't wanna waste it. See if Dum's not what you're too old than me. You should remember that song for sure from our teenage years. I need to spell Merrill. There we go. Let's see if he even reads that. Who knows Dum's even like, and I'm watching Dumb. You can watch me watch Dumb. Dumb said DBF is usually what's Dumb doing? And look, Christ is there. Hey, should I ask Christ to step in and fix the Dumb problem? I'll do it. But Christ won't listen to me. He's another one who thinks, oh no, he's going to ask about my grandmother. You know why I ask those questions? Because his timeline, he's contradicted himself. And I know the truth. And I'm not trying to, it's just don't lie, Todd. I didn't expect to spend all this time streaming, but yes, we have somewhat of an audience. I'm walking a fine line trying to convey what is happening. Now, let's see. I occasionally click. Occasionally click. I like that. You see what Todd said here? Hi, occasionally click. We're seeing TV for this. But this is kind of fun. This is kind of different.
Yes.
Well, we have the TV on, right?
Yeah.
Should we get a beer? Is it beer time?
Okay,
Do you want you to take care of the beer? Actually, with our cups upstairs. Want to start new cups? Start new cups. So watch those old ones. Careful, you don't want to be seen on. I'll cover it up so you don't see my brother. That's not. Yeah, I know. This isn't for everybody. This camera shit. Me, I don't care anymore. When I kiss your mouth, I wanna taste it. Turn you upside down. Don't let me waste it. Do 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 do. No, you idiot. No, you should go. God, dumb is a moron. You know, dumb is a fucking moron. Maybe I don't say. No, you should go. I'm never meeting dumb. Dumb can't stand me. Dumb can't fucking. Dumb, you're a fucking moron. Would you shut up? Christ, dumb. What a fucking moron. He's pissing me off now. And I mean that jokingly. What do you beer? This is gonna be too much. This is too much drama. It's like this is all crap, but it's kind of funny. Oh shit, you're on camera, buddy. Buddy, you got to be careful, buddy. When the camera's live, buddy, no one's safe, buddy. When the camera's hot, when the wire's hot. Now, when is Todd taking calls? I'll go one of those. The big 44. Todd's gonna be 44. What's that? It's something making stuff. All right. I'm watching dumb, but I'm having a beer. I'll probably get off soon. What are they saying? I'll read your guys' chat in a minute. I'm actually watching Dumb, seeing if he reads the chat. Man, he delays. Dumb kind of pisses me off, though. What do you guys want? He's getting kind of like Dumb has the wrong impression of me. I don't think it's ever going to be salvageable. I can talk to him here. I don't think I'm ever meet Dumb in real life. It doesn't seem. It seems like he's got me wrong. He clearly has the wrong impression of me. I can't, you know. If he goes to Australia, he's going to go visit DBF too. I was asking him that. Hey, Dumb. What message?
Voice message.
No, I left him a message.
You raised the first one.
I don't know how. I must have hit something. Oh, Christ. Christ, I always look at a baby dumb explain it like, yeah, dumb, dumb. He gets kind of nasty. He's getting kind of, oh, what do you want me to do? To go to Australia? That's not what I said. Why do you guys delete your messages? I got the text. I got the notification. Yeah, I because of my fucking gloved hand, and you, the two people watching, because it said, if you want to leave a voicemail, do it now. And I must have accidentally hit a button saying done, because the next thing I hear is, your voicemail is done. If you want to put this through, hit 3. If you want to delete and re-record, I said, yeah, I didn't even leave a message. So that's what happened there. And Dumb thinks what I'm playing. I spoke to the asshole. What is his problem? And I say these things lovingly, asshole. I don't dislike Dumb. I'm just like, come on, man. There's a major disconnect between the two of us where I don't think I should meet up with him. I don't think it's going to go well. I think it's going to be weird. What do you think, buddy? Do you have any thoughts, buddy? If you don't want to talk, just shake your head no. Okay, he doesn't want to talk. Oh no. Okay, well, we'll do this for another 15 minutes tops, and then I gotta go watch some TV, unwind. What time you gotta get up early? So okay, but I want to see. Okay, what's going on here with these folks? Okay, let's go back. This idiot. You come with me. You won't be on camera. You have to hold the camera. I'm not going to stream it. I'm going to record a video. Okay, we're okay. Let's go back. Well, I'm kind of sure Dumb is actually paying attention to chat now. I'd like to pay attention to my own chat, but I got to sacrifice my chat to watch them. Oh, by the way, one thing I will say, these guys are not to talk. When I called Dumb, you can rewind back, and I accidentally, it said, okay, your voicemail's done. I said, well, I didn't even say anything yet. So again, proof is right here. The proof is in the pudding, is in the video. If Dumb doesn't believe me, you can just go to that one little section of the stream and see me. I'm calling him. Next thing I know, it says, your voicemail's all done. I'm like, oh, I didn't leave a voicemail. No, delete, start again. But it's like, Dumb needs a lot of reassurance, but he'll never watch this. So it's like the videos are kind of a waste on Dumb. He just sort of believes, he's a very emotional dude. I'm emotional too, but in different ways. I get very angry sometimes. My brother can confirm, right? Yes. I don't really get, not angry as in like killing people or violence. You and I don't really get, I don't think, angry with each other too often. But I've gotten very angry with my brother, my mom, Freudian slip, my mother, my father, and my sister. The 3 of those pieces of shit. My brother's the one I tolerate the best. Oh, we're going to talk about, you saw your sister today. We're going to talk about that. Okay. What are we doing here? Let's get rid of Dumb. Let's wait for Dumb to catch up. I'm not going to chat anymore. Wait, am I still streaming? No, thank you. He's kind of blathering on. Let's see. Who said what here? DBF did say he is forgetting Don and that Dumb and her will work out. Dumb said DBF was delusional. Leisha's that bitch in Alaska. I'm walking a fine line trying to convey what is happening. Todd was right when he said the Foids will only cause drama. Yes, he is. That's why I'm saying I can say the same thing. Dumb won't listen to me. That's why I wanted our Messiah to tell it to him. Maybe Dumb will actually listen to him. Even if it's the same fucking message. Again, I think it's folly bringing in Foids and trying to pick them up in a chat without guy. Yeah, I think the whole thing's silly. I agree, Lone Hiker. Yes, we all 3 of us are in agreement. Lone Hiker says, I think picking up Floyd should be a separate endeavor outside the sphere or have some type of code or guidelines. Absolutely. Absolutely. That's why when Beppis came around, I'm like, okay, she can say hi and ask questions, but you're not going to see me, hey, Beppis, hey, Beppis, hey, Beppis, like that asshole, Matty Wiggs, hey, Cole, what's your spirit animal? You'll never see that from me, and I'm surprised we're seeing it from these two idiots because they should know better. The two of them, Dumb and DBF, should know better, I think. I know better. I think both filters should be in place. Yes, Lone Hiker. You will notice when the Foids say hi to me or what Flutterby flirtatious moves are made, I don't always respond. I'm setting boundaries. I don't even notice, quite frankly, I don't notice who talks to who. I just, I say, hi, how are you doing, Cthulhu? How you doing, whoever. I don't notice who's talking to who or really care. I don't really notice any of that personally. I will say hi and chat with Foids like the rest of the boyos, but I'm not going to simp for anyone. Good job, Cthulhu Sloth. Good. You've moved a few stairs up. Cool. We got to get dumb onto our stair level now, right? When it comes to that. I'm not going to simp for anyone or expect anything more than a friendly chat. Exactly. That's all I expected from Beppis or anyone else. I will interact with the Foid, says Lone Hiker, but I'm careful with it. Yes, good job. Be cautious. Cthulhu Saw says, DBF thought I was trying to hook up with a Foid that came around recently, and I told him I didn't care if he talked to her. I thought it was weird that he has... Okay, so I'm guessing DBF, from what you're describing, sounds like he's still emotionally a teenager. And we all are to some extent, but on this issue, DBF really should have learned his lesson by now, because he was born in the 70s, right? He was, Todd and Dumb and I were born early 80s, but I think DBF was born like 1976 or something like that. He's pushing 50, so maybe he's... But I get along with the guy the few times I've spoken to him. Seems like a nice guy, but it sounds like he's still struggling the most. I don't want to watch a movie. Oh, sure, we're back. He's talking to me like, Christ, this isn't rewinding back. This is a disaster. I don't even think these guys are watching us anymore. So, yes, I know, Dumb. I tried. So why is this happening? Come on. Jesus, I'm watching Dumb. Respond to me. I want to hear what he said. I rewound back a bit. Okay, Dumb's bitching about, you guys, I know you're leaving me messages. You're deleting it. You're not hiding anything from me. No, asshole. I accidentally sent a non-message. You're welcome. Anything about the bars in Reading or Ephrata? I'm waiting for it. Well, it's like a fucking skunk. Like the head hair is more or less the same, but this beard hair is so freaking gray on the white on the bottom. That's like, wow, I'm amazed. I think all this shit with our parents really aged me fat. I don't think I'll do this. seems like a dream. Got me hypnotized. I don't know anything about the title. I went back too far. Well, we got an honest. Yes, I'm happy to share my honest opinions. I try to be honest and open. I try to be. I try. I'm not. I'm not perfect. But Lord knows I try. I turned 21 in prison. Mama tried. That was what's his name? Merle Haggard. Okay, what is this asshole talking about? Say 5 minutes. Christ, I run back way too far, and this thing's fucking up. Come on, Christ. Jesus, have fun. This is supposed to be the good computer. Why is it fucking up and lagging on me? Dad, instrumental by traffic. No, 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 no. How long have you been around? What do you mean by around? I've only really been making videos. I think over the winter I started getting my feet wet slowly, slowly. I reached a point where I was fuck it. I just want to put my face up there and say fuck it. So I mean, I discovered Todd Thundercock, Grotesque Subhuman, several years ago, 3 or 4 years ago. I don't remember. I don't remember when I met when I discovered Dumb 2 years ago. I don't know. I've been around. Oh, Parker Peters. Yeah. Hagersville, Texas. Yeah, I mean, my brother and I appeared on a Todd stream once. He was kind of through calls. I've asked questions. You've probably seen my name for a while. I've probably been posting and asking questions for the past at least the past 3 years. Wait, is this the point you want to see? Jesus Christ. Go see you for an hour. I'm just some like some burden. I'm a chore, just like cutting the grass. Me parents close. Oh. Wait, shouldn't I be able to see retracted messages? How do I undo that? Why did you retract your message, man? Now I'm like dumb. I'm pissed, man. I can see. Oh, Jesus Christ. Because he said, have a beer with the guy and bear that. Probably not. Be drunk, crying on my shoulder. It's gonna get very ugly. But I'm not opposed. It seems like he's always misunderstanding me. Like he gets me totally wrong, gets angry. You see this, buddy? It's like we'll see. Yeah. He just said that when someone retracts a message, I should be able to see it. This is my fucking channel. I should be able to undo that. Let's do this. Maybe we're just gonna get to these little. Have you watched? No, I haven't seen him in a while. Hope I get asked. Message retracted. How are you retracting all these messages? How do I not? How come I can't see what you deleted? That's cool, but I thought King. I'm tired of this. That's okay, Lone Hiker. Spelling don't count as what's his name? Ray Brad. What's his name? Brad. What the hell's his name? The match game. Gene Rayburn used to say, "Spelling don't count." It's okay. You can make grammatical errors here. It's okay. You'll be forgiven. Gene Rayburn. The match game. You ever watch that Canadian TV show, Red Green Shoe? Kids in the Hall. And really, the theme song is about. The theme song is about. I like Kids in the Hall. Okay, the theme song is the best part of it. Damn good. Shadowy Man, Shadowy Men, and Shadowy Planet, Average Weekend, or whatever it is. No, 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 no. That was a good song.
Yes, yes.
My shit and look it up. What's Lone Hiker up to? Move on. You were saying, so we heard all these things about women and such. Now what? Well, you're gonna give me time. I want to make up my video. I got some recordings. I'll explain more. Okay, I don't want to miss something here. I will explain more of what I'm thinking and feeling. Now is not the time. I know I keep saying that. It's like a teaser. I need like a day to sit down, fiddle with video editing, and explain to you. It's almost like stop giving a shit. I would say microaggressions. Don't get yourself arrested, but be kind of a dick. Don't get yourself run over or beaten up. You should be a bit microaggressive when you can. And I hope to God they don't call the cops and the cops play some harassment game because it is out of control. I'm gonna make a video about this. You'll see about the lifeguard girl, pretty girl, but she called the police on me. The police knocked on my door later. They said, "You're not under arrest or anything, but we're just giving you." And I went back to the pool and I said, "Hey, thanks for bandaging my hand and thanks for calling the police on me." And she said, "You can't be here, dude." Little 22-year-old, 21 college kid. You can't. Says who? I'm not banned. She goes, "You can't record me without my consent." I said, "Sure, I can." Police came a second time. A week later, I said, "Listen, semi public place. I made it clear. I was. They said, yes, you can record in a semi public place." It's like they were kind of amazed that I knew the law, and not that it means anything. Police can do whatever the hell they want. They're always hungry, like my brother says. But in this case, they seem to know. Yeah, I'll tell you about that story, and it kind of ties in with my philosophies. Okay, what is this asshole? You had that once in the creek, in the backyard. How old were you?
Oh, yeah.
Back when Kids in the Hall was on, or at least on the TV more often. That's cool. You're going to watch mine pretty soon. Don't worry. Yeah, these are just different people who I think they record videos of stuff in public and people get nasty with them, but they say we have the right to record you. We can look these up later. Sound good? All these different things. Talking to my brother. I have an active stream where someone's actually talking. It's interesting. It's different. It's different. But they're watching me while I watch them, and they're also watching them. It's like having like two TVs at the same time. Would he really? Would he really? I record that. That's great. Dubs, man. I want dubs.
You look happy as a ghost. You don't look very happy. Ah, I'm happy.
There we go. I like the vape. Vape, 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 vape. Yeah. Be careful though. Some people get violent. You don't want to get attacked or get, just have someone come behind you and bash you while you're recording that guy. So there's some nut jobs out there. I have stories. I'll never be a member of paying money to see Dumb. Dumb should be free. We already had to sit through commercials. I'm not putting a quarter into my radio to hear a song. I refuse. I want to put that out there. I will never become a member of Dumbs on general principle. Just like Dave Grohl said, man, I shouldn't have to put a quarter in the radio to hear a song, even though we kind of flip flopped on that. Same principle. If I sit through these stupid ads, I'm not going to put a fucking quarter in to join a fucking stream and a members only stream. What am I saying? Are you a member Lone Hiker? If you're still here, are Dumb's member streams? Wow, next level beyond, or is the same shit? You're just paying to see Dumb. It's like I like the guy, but I wouldn't pay to see him. I'm not even sure if I should meet him in real life because I don't think he and I. It's $1. It's not the point. Is it so much better? I don't think he and I. I like Dumb. Yeah. Okay. You're not, and neither am I, Lone Hiker. I like Dumb. I like like my brother always says. You don't like that. You like the idea of it. I like the idea of meeting Dumb. The idea of it seems cool. But being realistic, I'm thinking like, are he and I going to get along? I mean, not that I don't think we'd attack each other. It wouldn't be. I feel like it's not going to be pleasant. Like you say one little thing. Like I was joking. He was going on about how he was saying earlier in the stream. Dumb was saying, "Oh yeah, I guess his parents. I don't know where his parents live. It'd be nice if he gave me a general area. I think they live closer to York. I want to be further out towards Ephrata or Reading. We go on the map." Further east. He's like, yeah, I guess I can go over, look at my parents, cut the grass, go see you for an hour. So I just joked. I said, oh, yes, cut the grass, see my parents, see occupational click, pretend. That was me being facetious. And somehow it's like, gee, Click, what do you want? You want me to roll out the red carpet? I'm like, dude, I'm joking. If you don't get my humor, maybe I shouldn't be talking to you. Christ, I like the guy, but I'm starting to think maybe meeting was a mistake. What do you think, buddy? If you want to say anything, you have to say anything, shake your head. Think about it.
Yeah, give it some time.
I'll give it some time. I like the idea of it, but I'm starting to think he just doesn't understand me. He easily misunderstands me, but he seems to easily misunderstand a lot of things. Dumb did piss me off once by mockingly going, Lone Hiker is nothing. Aw, Dumb made Lone Hiker feel bad. That's a joke. See, that's a joke. I'm joking. It's a piggyback joke. People get so upset. Don't get on that fight. I blink a lot because I'm a spurg, but I also had something in my right eye, so forgive me. Remember Taco's take on put on the Ritz? If you're blue and you don't know where to go to, why don't you go where fashion sits? Putting on the Ritz. Dressed up like $1 million troop. I do like to sing. Trying hard to look like Gary Cooper. Super duper. Come, let's mix a Rockefeller. Like, no one's going to sit and watch an hour and 20 minutes of me just bullshitting. If they do, they have no life. So I don't care who sees this. You know what I mean, buddy?
Yes.
Yeah. That was a good song. A very catchy song. And the guy who wrote it, Irving Berlin, he was still alive. He was born in the 1880s, died in the 1980s. He was still alive. It was a few years before he died. He loved Taco's version. He said that was brilliant. He loved the fact that a 50-year-old song had a revival, and Taco did a damn good job. If you had the gloves in the video, if you're blue and you don't know where to go to, why don't you go where fashion sits? Putting on the Ritz. Why don't you guess one more beer, buddy, and then we'll call it a night, because this is kind of nice. This is nice to blow off steam after work. Don't worry, I'm covering the camera. No one can see you. No one can see you. No one can see you. And that's one thing I say about Todd. Yeah, you've seen him. But if you saw the damn Todd stream, if someone archived it, you can see him because I don't know if it was ever archived or not. He and I appeared. Todd took our call twice in the same night. It was very, very, it was near and dear to me to look into the eyes of Christ himself. And yeah, I don't know what Todd thinks of me. I don't know what to make of what he makes of me. But no, I really appreciate the. See, I don't care about Todd's musical opinions because when Todd says, "Man, I love Tiffany," Tiffany was popular with little girls when we were little boys. Tiffany had one hit and it was a fucking cover. Tiffany, you're just discovering music now in your 40s. So I don't trust Todd's musical opinions, but I love hearing him talk about Neat and the whole storyline and how he's living a life that I wished I could live. That's what I see in Todd. If I walked into a record shop and he was working there and he starts telling me, man, you should buy the new Tiffany album, and then let's listen to the Smiths, but just let's listen to that one song, I Am Human. Let's listen to that on infinite repeat. I'd say, man, they're like a dozen better Smith songs than that one. And with Tiffany, I'd rather hear the original Tommy James than Shondel's version. Even that's not that good. I think we're alone now. There doesn't seem to be anyone around. I think we're alone now, and the beating of our heart. And I always remember Weird Al's parody, I think I'm a clone now, and all these chromosomes are hand me down. And you guys have got to be around my age. I don't know. Lone Hiker, you talked about working a job for 14 years, so I'm guessing you're at least in your 30s by this point. Cthulhu Sloth, I don't know how old you guys are. If you want to share, give me a rough estimate. Are you guys over 40? Maybe you're over 30. Okay, so you probably remember Weird Al and all that. You probably have some vague remembrances. Okay, Cthulhu Sloth, you might be a bit young, but Lone Hiker, you remember Tiffany and all that bullshit. And I'm glad that Todd likes Tiffany, to each his own, but I don't watch Todd for his music taste. I don't watch Todd for tennis or his thoughts on the Olympics or whatever the fuck else he does. Talking about what are some of the things that people ask Todd about that seem so irrelevant to me? Making dino nuggies. I mean, it's interesting to see him walk around. I like hearing his philosophy. I like hearing his thoughts. I like the backstory. I don't know why everyone gets so upset when I say, well, explain, I don't understand why people get so upset. You guys can be honest. You think, what, I'm too intrusive? I asked, like, Todd, you told us this, you told us X, then you told us Y, and now you're contradicting yourself, man. I'm not going to dox Todd. I'll never say where his parents live or what his last name is. Everything I've mentioned is stuff that he's told us publicly, and he's contradicted himself. And it's like, dude, I'm fascinated by your story, man. Well, Lone Hiker, what country are you from, Lone Hiker? Are you an American? No, you're from New York. Of course, you know the counties, man. You're an American. You're damn near 40. You don't remember Weird Al from growing up when you were a kid? You have no recollection of Weird Al? Wow. Neither am I, but I guess I was a bigger music fan than some. My brother was late to getting into music, so I guess everyone's a late bloomer. Some never get into it. Maybe you weren't a music guy. It's just as a kid, you don't remember eat it, get yourself an egg and beat it. Oreo cookie. What's in the middle? The white stuff. I always had an ear for. I'm not a musician, but I always had an ear for music. I like listening to music. Okay, but I mean, did you go? Can I ask you, Lone Hiker? Let's have an interview with Lone Hiker. Oh yeah, Amish Paradise. Nah, I was a teenager by then. I never liked the Coolio song. I never liked Amish Paradise. I mean, yeah, I take a look at my wife. Realize she's quite. I never liked that later white and nerdy. Or that my Anakin guy. I really liked his parody. First, I loved the Crash Test Dummies, and I loved his parody. I remember when that happened. That kid went to Singapore and got beaten for vandalism. Once there was this guy who took a trip to Singapore and brought along some spray paint. And when he finally came back, he had welt marks all over his bottom. He said that it was from when the jailer slapped him so hard. Like, were you not aware of the news or the radio or you were that sheltered? My parents were fucking nutcases. But the one good thing about them, I'd say, they never really cared what we watched or listened to. They never tried to control what I watched on TV or what album I bought or what radio program I listened to. What video game. They didn't care about that. For them, it was more about control. You're a little child. I'm the daddy. I do this. You can't do that. I think they wanted to keep us like Beal calves. But they didn't give a shit what books we read or what CDs we listened to. They didn't care about that. So Yeah, until Wayne. My brother was kind of the same. He one time when you were a teenager, he sat down and listened to all of my albums, and then he started. So he was no big deal. He was late to music, and there have been times like he's amazed by my musical knowledge. Like we'll talk about. We'll do a video about that. Like I don't want to share these stories. Well, buddy, let's not talk about my brother. I'm not saying I'm a musical fiend. I guess some people we're all different. Some people really like coffee. Some people it's okay. Some people like me, I don't really drink coffee. I'm not saying I'm Mr. Musical Virtuoso, but compared to some people, like my brother got into music later in life. You did, buddy. That's an accurate statement. Todd, if Todd is getting into Tiffany now in his 40s, okay, I don't trust his musical. And no offense, Lone Hiker, I'm surprised you were that sheltered. You never heard of Weird Al when you're growing up? You're 40, you're damn near 40. You should remember Weird Al. Well, what year was, let's do the math here. Let's just say he'll be 40 next year. Well, actually, so you were born in 1985, maybe even 84. You're only a couple years younger than I am. You, Britney Spears, we were already like fucking in high school by then. Actually, how old you were in middle school? But Britney Spears, we were teenagers. Oops, I did it again. What was the other one? What was that her big hit? It was Hit Me, Baby, One More Time. My loneliness is killing me. And I must confess, I still believe. When I'm not with you, I lose my mind. Give me a sign. Yes. What does that mean, cutie federale? Is that some kind of, like some like Speedy Gonzalez term, cutie federale? Or do you think I'm pretty? Because as we know, it doesn't really matter what another man thinks of you. If a man says, oh, see, you're ugly, or oh, see, you're hot as hell, it's like, well, that's not how women think. You would have to ask a whole group of women, rate OC. And whatever average they come up with, that's what I look like. One chick might say, hey, man, you're a 3. Another might say, well, you kind of remind me of my ex-husband, kind of, when he was younger. I'll give you a 4. One says, man, he's ugly as a 2. I average out to like a 3.5. You have to ask women. They're the choosers. It makes no difference if a man thinks I'm cute or ugly or whatever. I don't even get the joke. Cutie federale. I don't get. Is this some movie reference? Cutie federale. What does that even fucking mean? Or cutie as in I'm a little kid. Like, oh, he's so cute. He thinks he's playing pet. I don't get. I'm not mad. I just don't get it. I'm missing the humor. Maybe it is a translation language linguistic thing. That's great. Eminem. Yeah. Was never really into rap, let alone white rap. But did I like an Eminem song? Well, yeah. Hi, my name is Slim Shady. That was his first big hit. There were 2 versions of okay. When that song came out, my name is Slim Shady. I was like, what, 16-ish? You would have been like 13 or 14. Okay, I remember there were actually 2 versions. There's the version they would play on the radio. Oh yeah, if you see my dad, ask him if he bought a porno mag to see my ass. I thought that's stupid. But the album version was brilliant. Oh, yeah. If you see my dad, tell him I slit his throat in a dream I had. Because you think for a minute, wait, if you slit your dad's throat, he'd know that or he'd be dead. Oh, in a dream you had. That was much better. If you see my dad, tell him I slit his throat in this dream I had. Well, did your parents not allow television or you didn't have a radio even? Or when did you first get internet access? You can be honest. I mean, you don't have to tell too much if you don't want to, but come on, we're having a nice, I like 2-way chats. Like I'll share, but I don't want to be one of these people who just look at me. I want to talk about me. I'm happy to actually talk to people and interact with people. Yeah, I have autism too, man, but I do. I'm officially diagnosed. Are you Lone? Is Lone Hiker official Spurg? I am diagnosed with autism. I mean, what do you think? Do I strike you as autistic? You can be honest. Or you were self-sheltered in a way? You're that autistic that you just tuned it all out? I mean, it's almost 10:30. Buddy, we're going to end this soon. This is nice.
You can keep it going.
If you're getting tired, well, I want to watch a little TV. We can record the damn thing. It'll re-repeat, right? Because you got to go to bed soon. Yeah, but I actually do want another beer. We'll probably get off some, but I'm going to stream again. I'll stream again in the near future. I'm kind of done with dumb for now. I'll get off. If I come back on an hour or two, and I go to bed, I get up tomorrow too. My brother's got to go to bed sooner. If I come back on later, maybe I'll stream again, or maybe I'll see if Dumb's still on, or maybe not. I'm going to get off soon, but let's see. My grandmother threatened to take a hammer to any device playing contemporary music. She was puritanical. Okay, if I ask you about your grandmother, I'll get the whole occupational clique is grandma obsessed. No, I'm obsessed with the timeline because what Todd has said is contradicted himself. It's not really about fucking grandma. As for your grandmother, were you raised by your grandmother, or she lived in the house with you? My grandmother was kind of a religious fanatic. I think it was a coping mechanism for her own fucked upness. But so, Lone Hiker, I guess you were more of the mathematical spurg. I'm more of a linguistic spurg. Even though I slur my words, I was always fascinated by lyrics and what was being said. I was fascinated by the tunes and the rhythms and what was, I was always fascinated by that. I was more of a linguistic and musical spurg. Who's someone else really?
Yeah.
See, this is nice. These two guys, Cthulhu Sloth and Lone Hiker, they know each other from Dumb's chat, but they never have these kinds of conversations with Dumb. It's a different environment. We're all very different. And in my more laid back, relaxed, it's kind of like a public-private club. It's not members only. Everyone is welcome because only a handful, no pun intended, only a handful of people show up. You can talk about these things where in the Dumb chat, it gets flooded out by, why do you call yourself depressed and wanted man? You seem pretty happy. Like these people just come and go, and they don't know what's going on. Or you get a bunch of women there who want to start crap, and you get a bunch of men who start simping for them. So Dumb's chat is kind of a train wreck in some ways. It's a clubhouse, but it's a train wreck of a clubhouse. This is a private. This is public private. This is everyone is welcome. No one is cut out. No one's getting modded. No one's getting banned unless something gets really crazy. Everyone is welcome. Only a handful of people will ever come here. So it's a different environment, what I have going when I do this. Whereas Dumb has a nice clubhouse, but it's almost like it's some like TV show. Let's build a treehouse. Hey, can we join your club? Well, okay, but there's not really a lot of space. No, come on, there's room. More kids join, more kids join, more kids join. Next thing you know, the original kid is kicked out of the treehouse, and then later on, the treehouse collapses. Was that The Simpsons? Was that an episode of Doug? I don't remember. Something like that. Like a clubhouse gets too big for what it's supposed to be. Dumb's chat is turning into that, to the point where he's got to create a members only stream to try to get some semblance of so Dumb's clubhouse is kind of a runaway train wreck. It's going that way. That's where it's going. That's interesting. I don't seem autistic. Okay, you're entitled to your opinion. Maybe you're right. A lot of people kept saying this guy's clearly like in these like Todd's chat or Dumb himself. Man, you're such a spurg. You're such a needy spurg. These normies think I'm a spurg. Lone Hiker spurg thinks I'm a normie. It's kind of interesting. Yes, Cthulhu Sloth. Yes, I wanted to play guitar. Part of it was a social thing. I thought, man, I'm a loser. But if I learn how to play guitar, maybe chicks will like me, or I can get some friends and be in a band. So I still have my guitar somewhere. I got one from my uncle when he passed away when I was 15. I had an acoustic and a couple of electrics. I haven't played them in so long, I'm rusty. But because of the stuff that's gone on with my family, with my sister, one of my favorite albums when I was a teenager, I'll type it up for you, it was a band called Rancid, like rancid meat, rancid cheese, Rancid. And the name of the album, it's called, when it came out when I was in middle school, it's called "And Out Come the Wolves." And buddy, what was the name of that second song? The first song is "Dial," not Maxwell, "Murder Free." The second song on that album, I know how it goes. I can't remember the name of it. Like, do you know where the power lies? Hey, little sister. I forget the name of the song. The second song on the album, I always liked it, but now with the stuff I'm going through with my kid sister, I feel like get my guitar. It's a simple punk song and making a video for my sister, which she'll never watch. Hey, little sister, do you know what time it was when you finally seen all your broken dreams come crashing down your door? I'm thinking about doing that because, yes, I tried to play guitar. I have a keyboard too. I got that much later in life, into my 20s, but I dick around with. But no, I'm not. One of the things, Lone Hiker, are your grandparents still alive? Because you're damn near 40. I mean, your parents were really young and your grandparents were young? My grandparents are dead. They'd be 100 years old if they were alive today. Yeah, my grandparents they were born in the 1920s. We're in the 2020s. He's 40. His grandparents are 70. So let's do the math. So I guess were your parents teenagers and like what your grandparents were teenagers when they had your parents and your parents were teenagers when they had you?
My mom had me when she was 15.
Okay, but are these grandparents, these are your mother's side or your father's side? That does help. Let me guess. Your mother was born in 1969. Because doing the math, you were born in 85, I think. Matriarch. You were born 85, late 84, early 85. So your mother could have been born in 70, but so many people were born in 69. For every person born in 68 and every person born in 70, I've met like 4 or 5 69 births. There's like a little mini baby boom in 1969. So I'm assuming your mother was born in 69. She fell pregnant in 1984-ish, and you were born late 84 or 85, I'm assuming. Your mother was born in 1969. Am I correct? If not, you can just say no, but I'm thinking.
Plausible. His grandparents were born in 1950.
Right.
So
I was going to say, are his grandparents my parents' age?
that's what it sounds like.
How old are your parents, Lone? Lone Hiker, don't pretend you can't hear
Did
me.
he ever know his dad? Or
Let's see what he says. Right, so she was a teen pregnancy. You were raised by your grandparents. But how old were your grandparents? When you were born, how old were your grandparents? Were they, because they're in their 70s now. Let's say they were born, like the later 30s, early 40s? I guess they had a daughter in the later 60s. She became a teen pregnancy in the 80s. That's probably so I guess your grandparents were born circa 40. Am I correct? Actually, no, because they'd be over 80. Your parents were born the grandparents were born like the mid to late 40s. They had your mother when they were like 20, and she had you at 15. That makes sense?
yeah.
I'm sorry to hear all that, Lone Hiker. Hey, but how would you? I'm going to take a piss real quick. I actually want to stick with this for a minute. If you want to take a break, I'm curious, Lone Hiker. You couldn't listen to music. You couldn't do this and that, but you were able to memorize the counties of the U.S. I guess they didn't mind you looking at maps. I'm sorry that happened, Lone. Did you ever know your father? Did you know your biological father? Have you rekindled with your mother, or is she still alive? I mean, what happened to your birth parents? With your grandparents, I guess this is your real grandma and your step grandfather. No to what? No, you never met mommy. No, you never met daddy. Neither. I'm going to take a piss, but how were you able to learn them? If I guess your grandparents were okay with you reading books, is what I'm assuming. Because he knows all the counties. I guess if you can't listen to music or watch TV, I guess that's what I would do. I'd open up an atlas and memorize shit. Take a quick piss. You getting tired, buddy? Okay. It's been fun though. So what was he saying? We can talk to him real quick. What was that song called? Do you know where the power lies? And give me another beer. How are we doing beer-wise?
We're doing good.
I do want to sit down and Bruce hand. I'm getting kind of tired. I know I have to be, the adult for everybody here. This is kind of feeling like everyone's a fucking child. They can't hear me, can they? I know I have to play Mr. Grown Up. You know what I mean? I'll stick around a little longer. My brother wants to get off. I'll probably get off, and if I want to stream in an hour or so, maybe I'll come back on, or maybe not. But I like talking to you guys. You're always welcome, and you were always the guy. Lone Hiker, Cthulhu Sloth, and Kevin Meebanks.
The 11th hour.
The 11th Hour is the name of the song. It was the second track on "And Out Come the Wolves" by Rancid. The name of the song didn't match, but it's "Do you know where the power lies and who pulls the string?" Yeah, I guess I was lucky in that sense. My parents never gave a shit if I read this book or listened to this album or watched this TV show. It was more about what I could and couldn't do and control, and that might play into why I'm an inkwell and a fuck up. I think I would have been fucked up regardless, because you can be fucked up and born into a loving home. You can be normal and born into a fucked up family. You can be both, fucked up biologically and born into a fucked up home. So, yeah, same. I got to show my father had these maps, Hagstrom, they were called. Is it Hagstrom? Hagstrom? I think they're downstairs. I gotta go find them. And he had all the Hagstrom maps. Hagstrom was based in New York City, and they did maps of the 5 boroughs of New York City, Nassau, Westchester, maybe Rockland. Yeah, Rockland, Orange, and all like North and Central Jersey. So we had all these county maps, and I used to love to know, where does this county begin? Where does this one end? Oh, that street, we call it this town, but it's actually in this municipality. I used to love looking at maps as a little boy, pre-internet, no dial-up internet. I used to just love studying maps all day. I used to love making fictional maps, which Kevin Mebanks mentioned. It's kind of funny. I used to love doing all that. I'd make what we now call geofiction. I was the only person I knew who did that. So this is nice. It's nice to make connections, blow off some steam.
Yes.
I feel less nervous. I came home. I'm thinking about the future. I'm thinking about, we gotta do this and that. I gotta do that. I gotta get the grant. I gotta do this. I was getting those palpitations, and then I'm like, oh, this is nice. It takes a load off. Have a beer or two. Have some people to talk to, so I'm just talking to myself. Am I, buddy? I know I feel like I'm imposing upon you.
That's okay.
No, it's not okay. Because you gotta get up early. Okay. I'm reading what you're saying, Lone Hiker. Yeah, that's cool. Did you ever draw fictional maps? You never. You were only interested in what was real. Did you ever draw a fictional state and fictional counties? Did you ever draw fictional road maps, or you never went down that road? Because I did, and they say that's a big like autistic red flag if you're obsessed with maps, which I was. It's just gonna be like a video into itself. How like, and I remember I didn't have a lot of friends, but I remember what's his name, little the blonde kid came over, and in my little room I had a map of the U.S. and a map of New Jersey and a map of the world, and he'd say, "I don't get it." In my room, I've got like a thing of the Ninja Turtles and a thing of the Transformers and a thing of the Thundercats. You're a kid. Why do you want maps in your room? Like, he didn't understand it. I like how these two, Lone Hiker and Cthulhu Sloth, admit it, gentlemen, you probably wouldn't have this kind of conversation in Dumb's chat. That's not good or bad. It's just, this is a different venue, if you understand. What does that mean, Lone Hiker? Fictional boundaries of in the real world. I don't understand what that means. You would take a real world map and just redraw countries, like an alternate history kind of thing? Smell my finger. Pull my finger now. Can you... oh, okay. So, like, would you, like, carve up New York? Yeah, but I mean... Okay, I'm trying to understand. Are you making fictional boundaries, or are you creating regions of your own? Like, you would take the real world counties, but say... Like, I know with New York, the southernmost counties, southwestern counties, are known as the southern tier. And on the Pennsylvania side, it's known as the northern tier. You would say, instead of the southern tier, you would come up with your own regions. Is that what you're trying to say? Right. Okay, now I understand. You created regions of your own. I understand. You would take the real world counties, but you'd say, instead, because and so this is downstate New York. This is what you would say. You would rearrange them into better kind of, I understand what you're saying. Yeah. I get you. All right, why don't we?
You can stay.
Well, I gotta go to bed too. I want to watch it. That's cool. Well, let me ask you about the part of New York, because see, part of the problem though, because New York's a decent sized state. How much of New York had you seen? Like, how do you classify Suffolk County, Long Island, if you've never been out there? I mean, I've been out there many times because we have family out there. But if you're from, you said you were from Onondaga County or wherever it was, you might not have been to Long Island, or you might not have been to Buffalo. Like, how would you regionalize areas you never actually physically seen or been in? Like, you know what I mean? That's my question. So the microphone is fine. It's just that the fucking wire is shit. But I don't want to use a small wire. Plus, I want this wire to go with this. So I guess, do we have another one of these somewhere? I can bind C cord. Yeah, I can still turn and tab. Okay. So we're learning about Lone Hiker, and I'd love to learn more about you. Oh, I should ask. It's kind of interesting. You remind me of something. Have you ever heard of Pequannock County? Is that what they call it? Pequannock County? I can't remember now. Pequannock. Am I getting that right? I have to look it up again. It's been a while. Is it Pequannock County? No. Pequannock. That's what I'm looking for. Ever hear of Pequannock County, New York? Lone Hiker. Have you ever heard of Pequannock County? Because this kind of ties in with what you're talking about. And I'll explain to my brother what Pequannock County is too, to see what Lone Hiker says. This piques my. This is interesting. I'd love to know if this guy has a job or if he just like gets meat bucks. No, he had a job for 14 years, he was saying. And is Lone Hiker going to apply for, I would apply for fucking unemployment. Get whatever monies you can. You paid into it. No, Lone Hiker. Quite the opposite. You're going to learn a lesson. Not learn a lesson. I'm going to teach you something. Okay, so let me ask you this. What are the counties of Long Island? What are the counties of Long Island? Do you know the counties of Long Island? Right. Kings and Queens are, of course, boroughs of New York City. Nassau and Suffolk. Suffolk is massive. Suffolk is a huge county. Long Island really is long. That's correct. Nassau and Suffolk. This will probably never happen, but there's a political argument that, like you said, Riverhead and the Hamptons are so different from, say, Amityville horror, that Suffolk County should be broken up. It should be cut in two. The western half can retain the name Suffolk, but the eastern end, Riverhead, the Hamptons, Montauk, that should become Pequannock County. Pequannock being an Algonquin or gay header term or whatever, Narragansett term. So there was a movement to try to cut Suffolk County in half. Right. The western half would still be Suffolk. The eastern half, like you said, Riverhead is so much different than Amityville that eastern extent should be free and become its own county. And they came up with the name Pequannock from an old Indian term. So yeah, it never came to be. It'll probably never come to be. But there was a movement at one point in time, a suggestion that eastern Suffolk should split and become its own county called Pequannock, Peconic, Pequannock County. Kind of the same thing. People were arguing, listen, Suffolk's pretty big. It's way too big. You know, Riverhead is so much different than the parts further west. Like, what's it called? Farmingdale, whatever it is, and Amityville Horror. That western part is so different from, the Hamptons that create a new county. Because Long Island is, if you look at it, you see how small Kings is. Queens is a bit bigger. Okay, they're part of New York City. Nassau is decently sized. Suffolk is like this. They're saying cut it in half and make it Pequannock, eastern half Pequannock. Oh, we're talking about, how often do I think about or talk about Pequannock County? See, this is why I enjoy this shit. I don't think we could talk about this with Dumb. I mean, I don't think Dumb would care. I love Dumb, but like Dumb's we're not gonna have this kind of conversation in Dumb's chat. So yeah. All right, we'll wrap it up in 2 minutes. It's 42, we'll go to 45, and we can peruse some Hannity, we can rewind back. It only stays for 2 hours. Yes, complex, yes. And boring, very flat, very boring. You drive out there, you gotta turn around, drive all the way back. Flat and boring, and you gotta understand something geographically. You got the 5 boroughs of New York City, and you got to think of Long Island and Jersey as like elephant ears. People who were born and raised in New York, if they want to get out of the city proper. Some went east, some went west, and that's kind of how it was with me. Like, my mother is from New York City. She went west to Jersey. Some of her family went east, and there's this difference between Long Island and Jersey where the eastern elephant ear, they're kind of different. They're kind of weird. They probably think the same about us. Jersey's a bit more, say what you want about it, a bit more grounded, a bit more the real world. Long Island is kind of a bubble in a sense because it's a dead end. You can't get back. I mean, you can take a ferry to Connecticut, but it's like a dead end. Long Islanders are not weird. It's different. They're
Insular people.
insular. They're insular. Definitely. It's a good way to put it. Long Islanders are more insular. The largest town in the state of New York is actually on Long Island. I forget which one it is. And I think the largest land area is somewhere up north in it might be Niagara County, I forget. But in terms of total area, if we include open water, the largest town in New York State is it Brookhaven or Brookdale or something like that? One of those, something like that. Speculators, I don't know, it's speculator a town. You got to remember there's land area, water area, total area. The largest town in New York State in terms of total overall area, both land and water. It's not the biggest land-wise, but if we take in territory, town territory, and open water, is it Brookhaven or Brookdale? What the hell's the? Jesus Christ. Now I'm curious. It's in Suffolk. Okay, it's interesting. Okay. The town of Webb is the largest town in landmass in New York State, 452 square miles. So the town of Webb, in terms of land, Webb has the most land within its borders, and that's in what county is Webb in? Town of Webb.
Herkimer.
Oh yeah, it's Herkimer. Herkimer is that elongated county. You know, it's interesting. Interesting about Herkimer that I found on a side note. Herkimer. Yeah, Herkimer, if you look at a map, how long it is, if you're in northern Herkimer, you're closer to Canada. If you're in southern Herkimer, you're closer to New Jersey. If Herkimer isn't really close to either, but technically speaking, is Herkimer County closer to the Canadian border or the Jersey border? The answer is what part of Herkimer? North Herkimer, Canada. South Herkimer, Jersey. So it's like, depending on where you are in that county, you're closer to either the Canadian border or the Jersey border. Yeah. Town of Webb has the most landmass, but what town has the most, including open water? It's Brookhaven, town of Brookhaven. Brookhaven, this is just showing us land. Brookhaven only has 260, but if you do total area, this is just showing me land. If you do, look at Brookhaven, New York. It's only 200 some odd square miles land-wise, but if you take in all the open water within the town borders, Brookhaven, New York, I'll go to Wikipedia. Brookhaven in Suffolk. Brookhaven, blah, blah, blah. I think this is the largest. Yeah, total area, 531 square miles, which includes open water. Land is only 260, but open water is like 270. It is more open water, like in the Long Island Sound, both Long Island Sound in the north and like the southern shore to the south. It has so much open water within the town limits that it's actually the largest. Yeah, Brookhaven is the largest town geographically, including both land and water. So there we go. Town of Webb is the largest, purely land. Brookhaven Laboratories, okay. I know Lyme, Connecticut is across the water, and that's where the Lyme disease came from. That's okay. You called it Brookfield. I think what did I call it? I called it Brookdale. Yeah, Brook something. Brookhaven. It's on Suffolk County, Long Island. All right. Well, I think it's time to politely end this. All right. All right, well, Lone Hiker, I hate to part in such sweet sorrow. I thank you for joining me. My first stream was like half an hour, and the second stream was almost 2 hours. I enjoyed this. Maybe I'll be back later. We should do this again sometime for sure. I got to go to work tomorrow, so I got to get off. People live there. There's a roadless settlement. Now I'm fascinated. There's a roadless settlement in the town of Webb. So how do you get there? Horse and buggy, or you just got to walk? This shit fascinates me, but we gotta
keep it going.
No, I want to take a little break. I want to watch some TV.
2 hours, even 6 more minutes.
But yeah, we gotta go to bed, buddy. What time do you ideally want to
Where's this boat?
Boat? Where? It's like in the middle of a lake or something. What time you get up? You be up, buddy. So you got another hour, right? Bruce, yeah. What time do you want to go to bed?
I guess 11:30.
Sorry, I'm being too open and personal. Well, all right. Let's end it with this. Have you? What's the name of the settlement? It's in the town of Webb. Is it a first? Is it a village? Is it incorporated as a village or just a little hamlet? Is it incorporated? And what's it called? And have you hiked there? Beaver River is the name of the hamlet. There's the river, Beaver River. Okay, but Beaver River. It's is that the name of the hamlet, or is it first of all? Is it a village, or is it just a town? I'm not a town. Is it a village or is it just a hamlet? Villages are incorporated on top of towns. Hamlets are just populated places within towns. Is it a hamlet or a village? And are the people friendly, or they don't take kindly to strangers? Or if sounds like you walk into town and people are like, "Who the hell are you? Get out of our town!" They might lynch you. Seems like a place where mob justice runs wild. Seems like a place where a bunch of hillbillies might, put a noose around your neck. Okay, Beaver River and Norwich Walk. And again, is it a village? It's incorporated as a village.
It's a hamlet.
It's a hamlet. Okay, it's a hamlet. And are the people friendly? Or are they, sounds like a bunch of backwoods rednecks who you're not from around here, but you got some pretty lips.
The hamlet has a year-round population of 8.
Okay.
Increases during the summer.
Okay, 8 people live there. Okay.
No road leading to the hamlet is accessible only by hiking, small self-propelled private track speeder or boat in the summer snowmobile.
But how do you hike to it? It's not on an island, but the bridges, is there like, I guess there's a pedestrian bridge? How would you hike to it? Or you just hike around the river? How do you get there?
I don't know.
Now I want to go to Beaver River. Beaver River, Beaver River is in my eyes. Beaver River, Beaver River. From Big Moose, wherever the hell that is. Hey, lone hiker, your grandparents don't mind you hiking around by yourself? I mean, I guess when you're older now, they don't care, or they're too old to care. I mean, Twitchell Lake, cool. Well, I told you, lone hiker, I'll go hiking with you one day. My car is a piece of shit. I'm afraid to drive it up to Henriker County. Do you ever come? How far south in New York do you go? Do you ever come down to Orange or Rockland or even Sullivan? You come. A deer attacked you? A deer. It's kind of. I'd be afraid of a moose, maybe even a black bear. Moose and black bear. Yeah, bear. I'd be scared of bears and moose even. A deer. Okay, I guess they can attack, but it's kind of odd. You must have spooked it. Was it a buck in heat or a doe with some yearlings? Yeah. Oh, yeah. With the male bucks, the young bucks, they stomp the hoof and give you that and kind of charge. Yeah, they'll do that. That's a sign of youth. The older bucks don't usually do that. That's a like teenage behavior. I know what you're talking about. Okay. No moose. There are moose up there in the Adirondacks, right? Well, I've gotten the does to give me that, sorry. They do that thing where they sort of snort. They snort at you. Does will snort. Young bucks will do the fake charge. Yes, I'd be afraid of running into a moose. Moose are much bigger than deer and will charge. For sure. For reals. Yeah, there's a whole debate about that. I do know that there was a mountain lion from South Dakota that managed to wander all the way to Connecticut when it was struck by a car. We know that because, as fate would have it, that particular mountain lion was tagged. It had a collar, had a chip or something. So we know that they can occasionally wander that far, but I don't believe there's a steady breeding mountain lion population. I could be wrong, but I think you could get a solitary wanderer, but I don't think they've got a breeding population. I want some beer too. Yeah. Well, tell you what, man. I'll meet you in Middletown or Port Jervis. I know Blue Skies Meat is in Middletown. Right. No, I say if you want to go hiking, I'll hike with you sometime. If you want, if you'll have me, I'll go hiking with you. I'm no funny business. We can go for a little hike. I'm not an experienced hiker. We can go to High Point, New Jersey, which is right next to Port Jervis. High Point, New Jersey is immediately adjacent to. In fact, if you're in the town of Port Jervis, New York, you can see the monument on High Point. Okay, that's great. But I'm saying if you want to go for a hike at like High Point, we'll keep it simple. High Point, which is in New Jersey, but immediately next to Port Jervis. We can go for a little hike if you want. If you're interested. If not, that's cool. Okay, the Pine Barrens. That's great. Not a lot of terrain. I mean, you can hike trails, but there's not. It's flat as a pancake down there. That's south of me. I'm not that far south. I'm in Somerset, where Somerset, Mercer, and Hunterdon come together. You can find where I live. Yeah, Pine Barrens would be like Burlington, Atlantic, parts of Camden and Gloucester, not Gloucester, Gloucester. Parts of Ocean. Yes, Pineys, they call them. All right. You were born in what, 85, you said? You didn't confirm. 84 or 85? What year were you born? He doesn't want to say. He's afraid we're going to look him up or something. I'm just trying to do the math in my head. Well, if he doesn't answer, that's a perfect excuse to say bye-bye. All right, I've enjoyed this, but I need to get off and get some sleep. So I will see you again. Don't be a stranger. Nothing personal, but it's past my bedtime. So